What's up, BC? Back again. Show some of the more focused stuff I've been buying lately. This is the limited edition, first pressing gold vinyl edition of this Meat Bodies debut record. And what you're hearing in the back is the best record of, I think, I'm gonna say this was 2015-16 when this came out. One of those, I can't remember. But yeah, very kick-ass record. Probably, you know, one of the greatest of that year. Pretty heavy. Yeah, this has actually Ty Segall, members of Wand, Fuzz. It's kind of like at one point was kind of like a super group that basically they're involved in. I think they're basically helping the head Meat Body out. His name is Chad, I guess. I don't know the dude, so I don't even want to talk like I know him, but yeah, I think they just, you know, helped him put out his record and played on it, and it's real good. I mean, top notch. Fuzz, Psych, it's killer stuff. So yeah, the Meat Bodies in the red records. I've shown this before in the past, but I probably deleted that video. But yeah, I got the regular version too, but I have this version. This is the one. This one actually has a different sound to it, actually. And so, well, this is another score I got. Somehow I got into kind of collecting these Nirvana different variants of bleach. You know, no barcode on that. So this is on pink vinyl. Just a total. I had one of these versions of this, one of these colors of this record back in the day. I can't remember. Now I got a couple different versions, and I'll show those someday. But yeah, this is definitely nice to have in the collection. You know, somewhat of a heavy hitter collectible. You know, it's just nice to have some nice quality stuff. I have I don't know how many copies of this record I got, but I got several. So that brings me to this band here, Hammerhead. This is another killer band. Chris from Secondhand Choke, Eat Sleep Vinyl. Eat Shit Google. Yeah, he's showing these two. This is a great band, Hammerhead. This is just punch you in the face, distort old punk, basically. Just ecstatic to have this. This is great. This is their first record, and somewhat hard to find, I guess. This is probably my 4th or 5th time I've had it, but hopefully it's sticking around. Yeah, can't tell. This band's great. Amphetamine Reptile Records, probably one of their best bands. The more, I guess. It's kind of like Hawkwind meets Helmet, I guess. So my better half got me this record, this King Gizzard and Lizard Wizard. Just got it in, and this is called Oddments, and pretty cool. It's pretty stripped down packaging. I think it's just got a bunch of weird stuff on it. I've only listened to it real, like one side of it, like once so far. It's on this crazy ass turquoise. Yeah, it's a bit different. Then it's a little bit more freer, I guess you would call it, when it comes to this band, King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. But yeah, just a killer band. So here's another one of my holy grails. This Dinosaur Jr. Green Mind. This is an OG. Yeah, I mean, this is one of the records that really kind of changed, was a game changer, really. You know, this band was a game changer, you know, Dinosaur Jr. Yeah, this is on the Blanco and Y Negro label, and this label on that sucker. And I could probably play some of this if you want. If you haven't heard Dinosaur Jr., I don't know, you must be living underneath a rock or something, but this is top-notch indie rock. Oops. So, yeah, I'll play a track off this Dinosaur Jr. It's killer. This is kind of just doing a bunch of newer stuff, I guess. I saw him on this tour with Jesus Lizard, and I think the band Arc Welder was warming up for him. I think that was it. I'm not sure, but this is really awesome. Stoked to have this. This is actually a France pressing, so it's a great record. You don't ever see people showing Green Mind a lot, especially. Here's a cool band. This band, Steel Pole Bathtub. They're a band from California, I guess, and on the Boner label, Melvins and Steel Pole Bathtub, Superconductor. I think Jill Biafra may have done some stuff on there, or I think Fang. Yeah, this is more distortal math rock of the 90s, and just a classic. Well, this is classic stuff. This pre Nirvana. You know, pre Nirvana. You know, before the big wave, you know. So this is some weird stuff, man. This is psychedelic and heavy and loud. Most of the indie punk that was coming out in the 90s was more psychedelic it was more on the psychedelic side than it was on the punk rock side, I would say, a lot of the time, especially when it came to noise. I don't know how this happened, but somehow I scored a couple copies of this thing online, and this is the great Melvins Lysol. Yeah, this is also on the Boner. Yeah, this is on the Boner label too. Just when it comes to Melvins and stuff, this is a pretty heavy hitter, you know, and just great. I don't know exactly what, you know, I don't know nothing. I don't know about the pressing or not. It's early pressing. I would go with that. I don't know. Don't care. But this is definitely, if you like Black Sabbath and Stoner Rock, and this is the most accessible Melvins record to get into. They got a cover of Alice Cooper. On this record, I think Ballad of Dwight Fry. It's just excellent. I mean, it's killer. This is top-notch stuff here. Another Grail. This is all Grails tonight. So this is Hammerhead again, Into the Vortex. We're gonna play some Hammerhead now. That was a great Dinosaur Jr. So we'll do a little Hammerhead, so you can get a feel for it. Tend to these things in a minute, you know. But yeah, this is also an AMRAP. This stuff is extremely on the tight side to get a hold of. Helmet was on Amphetamine Reptile, local Minneapolis label, and we're gonna go with we'll try this right here. But this is some bulldozing stuff. You know, this is where it's at. So hopefully I can cue it up right. Hopefully let's see what this does. There's no bullshit here. Nice distorto rock, man. Killer stuff. Especially if you like it really powerful and heavy. I can still remember the day when this came out too. This is killer. It's just great. Oh yeah, I mean, if that don't get you going, I don't know what does, you know. You know, it's just there ain't many like them, that's for sure. Yeah, this is just a grail. It's just great. I believe this is in probably my top 50 for sure records of all time, by far. No doubt about it. Okay. Well, this is kind of an interesting one. This is a OG pressing of the Melvins Houdini, and you can see what's going on with this one. That's King Buzzo's signature, and then you got Dale's signature right here. So this is kind of a pretty special one here. You always tell about the OG Melvins records, especially like this. It has a little marking down here on the bottom in the gatefold that I don't think the repressings have. There's a fly down here, and they don't have them. reissues I don't think have them. This is Amphetamine Reptile put out too. Yeah, kind of a game changer for them, really. You know. So yeah, one more shot of them signatures. Once in a while, you don't usually see Buzz saying his signature like that, and that's Dale King Buzzo. So yeah, this is I don't know, probably the 10th time I've had this record, but I never had it with the signatures on it, so it's another geekdom thing, but you know, who cares, right? So here's a one for the Psych heads. So I had I had this before, and I showed it, this 50-foot hose, and it had a yellow label on it, and this one has the pink label on it, and so I grabbed this 50-foot hose. This is some extremely psychedelic West Coast, you know, psychedelic rock, you know, pretty crazy stuff, really. So I mean, why not, right? It's definitely cool. It's cool enough for me to rebuy it again, and so see what else I got going on here right offhand. Here's another kind of weird record I bought. This metal record. This is a Warrior. This is some prog metal crap from the 80s. You don't see it around, so I bought it. It wasn't very expensive. So I grabbed that. I'll grab a couple more here and then we'll end it. Okay, so another one of my favorite bands is this band right here, and so I had to go and make sure I got me a correct copy of this on the Shredder label, and this is just a great record. This is one of the greatest records ever made, as far as I'm concerned. Especially if you like, I don't want to say pop punk, but it's not pop, it's more like noise punk, but with the, I guess, the beginnings of emo, but I don't know, it's kind of psychedelic too. It's got crazy guitar in there and stuff. Just, yeah, top notch on the Shredder label. Yeah, this one wasn't cheap. So I'm kind of slim pickings nowadays. I remember paying $8 for that. And my buddy had a clear version of this. I think it was either clear or green, one of those back in the day. So that'll bring me to another one of my grails here, the Sonic Youth Goo, and this is another one I had to hunt down. Took me forever to fucking get it, and this is on the Geffen label. It's not one of those reissue things or whatever. So yeah, come with the Sonic Youth. I mean, we all know who I guess everybody kind of knows what Sonic Youth is. There's the inner clippings and all that. And it come with some kind of cool things that came with I don't know, come out with this. They had this in there, this clipping of this when the album came out. They must have, somebody put it in there, so that was kind of cool. Just like that. You know. This album came out before Nevermind, and it was pretty much the shit, really, when it comes to indie rock, you know, for quite a while. And then, you know, then Nevermind broke, and that was it. Well, so yeah, that's what I got for showings right now that are right at me, and we'll see what I can do for next time. I got more than enough for tons of videos. So, all right, we'll take it easy.